Indianapolis, one of several communities taking to the streets as tensions rise between the U.S. and Iran. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Griffin. The question on everybody's mind tonight, what happens next after the killing of a top Iranian official at the direct orders of President Trump? Our Troy Washington was downtown today as people gathered calling for peace.
I mean, it's clear that Iran has to retaliate in some way.
That's the thought that brought people out in downtown Indianapolis on a dreary Saturday.
It's hard to pull something like this off, especially on such short notice.
But somehow Derek Ford and the Answer Coalition pulled it off in less than 24 hours. Signs waving near Delaware and Washington Street, a protest for peace in between on and off showers. After the killing of an Iranian general made some feel retaliation would be inevitable.
There's going to be something.
Even though President Trump says this doesn't mean war, some aren't convinced. Protests like this one popping up all across the U.S., giving groups a chance to express their opinion about what happens going forward.
We are one of over 74 cities in the U.S. It's protesting today.
A result of fear that the killing of General Qasem Soleimani will have some consequence.
If you start something, somebody else is going to finish it.
The U.S. is sending 3,000 soldiers to the Middle East following the killing, but defense officials say the deployments aren't in response to a strike. Not everyone believes the latest activity is harmless.
Everything that happens, it affects us.
Working for you, Troy Washington, RTV6.
Troy, thank you. The White House has formally notified Congress about the airstrike. The notice must be sent within 48 hours of U.S. forces entering into hostilities in accordance with the War Powers Act. The act is a series of procedural requirements to make sure presidents keep Congress informed on military decisions. Meanwhile, thousands gathered on the streets of Baghdad at the funeral procession for Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Chants of death to America rang through the crowd. Scenes like that are fueling fears of another Middle East war. Some Democratic lawmakers share those concerns.
The question we have to be asking ourselves today is whether Qasem Soleimani is more dangerous to the United States alive or dead as a martyr.
Other Democrats angry that they were not informed before the strike, but the president defending his decision, saying Soleimani was planning a major attack on U.S. interests. A U.S. intelligence bulletin says Iran will almost certainly retaliate overseas against U.S. and Israeli officials and interests. There are concerns here at home as well, putting New York and other major cities on heightened alert, but authorities have emphasized there is no specific credible threat.